Action.
Okay, in this section, we are going to learn how to use electronic configuration of an element to determine the group and period such element belongs to in the periodic table. Let's take this question that says, determine the group and period for the following elements. Determine the group and period for the following elements. Here we have sodium, we have phosphorus, and we have oxygen. So let's use their electronic configuration to determine their groups, their periods, and all that. Now the first thing you need to do to be able to know the group and period of this sodium is to write its electronic configuration. And the electronic configuration of sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, and 3s1. This is the electronic configuration for sodium. If I want to know the period sodium belongs to the periodic table, I will consider the coefficients here. Here the coefficient is 1. Here the coefficient is 2. Here the coefficient is 2. Here the coefficient is 3. Now the highest number among the coefficients gives you the period of the element. I have 1, 2, 2, 3. Among all of them, 3 is the maximum. Because 3 is the maximum, simply means that this element, sodium, is in period 3. Remember, among all the coefficients in the configuration, the highest coefficient tells you the period of the element. Now, the group can also be gotten from the periodic table, from the electronic configuration. We can detect the group it belongs to the periodic table. Now, from the configuration, if you want to know the group, consider the last orbital in the configuration. The last orbital here is the 3s orbital. The first is the 1s, while the last is the 3s. When the last orbital, if it ends with s, if the configuration of the element ends with the s orbital, the power of that, your last orbital, remember, if the configuration ends with s, the power of that s is the group of the element. So if it ends with s1, it means that the group of the element is 1. If it ends with s2, the group of the element is 2. Okay, so because the electronic configuration of sodium ends with s power 1, the group of sodium is group 1, the power. Now let's go to number 2, which is phosphorus. Let's write the configuration for phosphorus, which is number 15, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, I have 2, 4, 10, 12, remaining 3. After 3s, I have 3p3. Now this is the electronic configuration for phosphorus. Now we can detect the group and the period. For the period, we look for the highest coefficients. The coefficients here are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Though the 3 is the highest and it appears 2 times, it doesn't matter. Just pick one of them. So the highest coefficient among all the numbers down is 3. So the period is period 3. Now we look for the group. When looking for the period, consider the coefficients. The one with the highest magnitude is the period. But when looking for the group, consider the last orbital in the configuration. So here, the last orbital is no longer s, it is now p. Remember, when it ends with s, the power of the last s is the group. But when it ends with p, the power of the last p plus 2 gives you the group. So here, the last orbital here is p, and the power of the last p here is 3. So the group becomes the 3, which is the power, plus 2, just add 2, that gives us 5. That means phosphorus is in group 5. Remember, when it ends with s, the power of that s, if it is 1, it is group 1. If it is 2, it is group 2. But when it ends with p, the power of that last p, add 2 to it. So phosphorus is in group 5. For oxygen, let's write the configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. That's number 8. 2, 4 plus 4, 8. This is oxygen. Now let's write the period. Oxygen belongs to period. The highest number down, 1, 2, 2. So the highest coefficient is 2. That means oxygen is in period 2. Why the group? We will locate the group. Locate the group by determining the last orbital in the configuration. The last orbital here is p, and the power of the p is 4. And remember, when the last orbital is p, collect the power of that last p, which is 4, add 2 to it. So I will have the group as 6. So oxygen belongs to group 6, what? Period 2. Thank you for watching this video. Please share with your friends. Invite them to subscribe to my channel as we learn every day. Thank you.